What is up, Dream Media family? Today, I have a very special episode for you. We're going to be collaborating with my good friend, JILES. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, you gotta go over there and show him some love. We're going to be checking out the Wiim amplifier, which this thing has been getting a lot of traction, and we sell a ton of Sonos here, Sonos amps in particular, in combination with architectural in-wall and in-ceiling speakers throughout many people's homes around the country. This unit is coming in at $299, and it appears to have all the bells and whistles. I can't wait to check this thing out with JILES, but I wanted to let you guys know, if you're interested in purchasing, you can get this on our online store and it'll ship direct to your door, or you can call and schedule a free video consultation where we can do a whole home system where you can integrate these in with more advanced configurations such as in-wall and in-ceiling products, or say sound bars. Me and JILES just checked out a next level acoustics passive sound bar that actually comes in a variety of custom options, but we did a 2-channel version as well as an in-wall sub, and like that super clean configuration would be perfect to pair together with this Wiim amp. I'll be talking about more application-based ways that you can utilize this as we get into the video. But enough talking, guys. Let's go! All right, welcome back, Dream Media family. So here at Dream Media, we're always checking out the latest and greatest tech and looking for a variety of different options to satisfy our diverse customer base, whether it's very entry-level price points or super high-end home cinema builds. We really have it all. I'm very excited to go through the setup process on this unit and do some listening, check out some of the specifications, dive into how this product could potentially compare to other popular products. Like I mentioned in the intro, I'm really interested to see if this would be a replacement for Sonos amps. A lot of the time we're running into budgetary issues because customers want to do Sonos amps and have that individual zone control. And when you get up to that 6, 8, 10 room solution, it can add up at $699 per amp. Plus you need the cost of the speakers. This is coming in at $299. Another thing that's really great is this unit does have AirPlay 2 built in for all my Apple users out there, meaning you can really build this into the ecosystem with anything. So like say you had a new Sonos amp, the 2nd generation, not the Sonos Connect amp, but the newest amp. It also has features like this unit, eARC, as well as AirPlay 2, giving us the ability to pull in audio from a TV and really pipe that to any room in the house through AirPlay, and you can control the volume and everything very easily. So right now you can AirPlay to Roon, but this is not Roon ready, but it is an update that'll be coming down the line. I'm gonna be bringing on JILES. I want him to give a little input into his thoughts on the Wiim amp initially, as well as his experience with the Wiim products to date, because he has reviewed some of the other products in the lineup. This is my first time experiencing the brand, and I'm very excited to check it out. All right, over to you, JILES.
I'm going to give you some of my initial thoughts about this product. So this is the most all-in-one product Wiim has released to date. So if you think back to their prior products, they were basically streamers, and either they had a DAC or they didn't have a DAC, right? And then you would integrate this into a system as a source, right? And you have your app, you have all your different streaming services. They have become Roon certified. But with this unit, they take this to the next level and include all of the functionality that you need for this to be the core of a system. It's no longer just a source, it actually does everything else. And what I mean by that is that this can stream. It's also an amplifier. It crosses over subwoofer output, and it can take a eARC input from a television. And that's important for folks who want to use this in a TV and not just a 2-channel music environment. So to cover those things in a little more depth, right? So this is an amp. And what that means is whatever input you have coming into this thing, whether it's streaming itself or pulling a RCA input or eARC off of a television, that amplification is built in. So you just plug your speakers in. You don't have to run this to some type of external amplification. This becomes really useful in those television type environments where you don't want to have a lot of boxes, right? So you can literally have a TV, this box, a subwoofer, and a couple of speakers, and have a amazing 2.1 system using the streaming for television or for video out of the TV, and then streaming for high-res audio out of this unit, right? So it's a very, very flexible from that point of view. Other key differentiators are the built-in DSP and EQ. It also has subwoofer out, and this is extremely important, particularly for those television applications, or if you like music the way I like music with a lot of low end, you absolutely want to have a subwoofer. And to implement a subwoofer without a subwoofer out at your source level becomes very difficult, right? So you're either running an output through a source and then to an amplifier, or you're trying to do high level inputs. There are lots of different ways you can do that. But when you have a subwoofer out on your main device that has an adjustable crossover, it makes things really, really easy. Another feature that's really, really nice is the app. So let's jump into that and take a look at what this app can do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the Wiim Home app. And this is the control center for any Wiim device that you might have. You can click on devices here, and as you can see, I've got Wiim Pro Plus that's currently turned off. This, strangely enough, will also control Songbird devices too, if you happen to have one of those. But today we're looking at the Wiim amp, and as you can see, there it is. And we are going to click on that bad boy, and then this will take us into the currently what's playing, right? So I was playing a little bit of dubstep if you're into that kind of stuff, but it shows what's going on here. If you go over to browse, this will let you see all of your different music that you have connected into this ecosystem. You know, if you take a look, you've got everything. Amazon Alexa, Amazon Music, BBC Radio, Calm. Now, obviously I don't have all of these myself, but this gives you an idea of the breadth.
Qobuz and Tidal and Spotify.
Yep. This unit, you can choose your input source as well, right? So you can do Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HDMI, line in, optical in. This is by far the most flexible unit that Wiim has ever released. It's extremely powerful, and with the built-in amplifier at $299, this becomes a no-brainer. And then with the ESS Sabre DAC that's built in, the sound on this is absolutely stunning. Now, outside of that, you can go into the settings of the device itself. You can turn your subwoofer on or off. You can change your audio input here. Another piece that's really, really outstanding is the EQ that's built in, right? So this allows you to set EQ settings how you want. And this is super powerful. This is not something that's super common.
Way more in depth too, guys, than like the Sonos app. You have almost, I would say, double the control over your frequency response, whereas there's not quite that amount of flexibility within the Sonos app. The reason I keep comparing it to Sonos is because that is our best-selling platform. But this is impressive.
Yeah, 10-band EQ. You can turn that bad boy on, and then you have a number of presets that you can select if you want to. You also have the ability to custom set this for whatever you want. Outside of the graphic EQ, you can click on parametric here. That gives you a little more power if you're really deep into EQ.
So if you want to pair rooms together, guys, what's cool here is you can have all your rooms listed out. Ideally, in a system, a home system that we would put in for you, it would say, you know, patio, kitchen, master bedroom,
and then you just click.
Yep. Exactly. You just click them all together and you can play different music in each room or group all the rooms together. This is the power of whole house audio.
Now that you've seen the setup of the app and the device itself, let's take a quick listen to a music demo and see exactly what this thing sounds like as it pumps out 60 watts of power.
Are you looking for someone to love?
All right, guys, I'm pretty impressed. This thing's only $299. Here at Dream Media, we're always looking at value and performance, right? Obviously, we have better options at all different price points. I mean, really, we can do $500,000 theater builds, $1 million theater builds, or we can do a basic little under $1,000 2-channel setup. But I wanted to highlight some of the ways that I feel this is going to be incorporated into our projects around the country. This unit is going to be amazing for driving architectural speakers. In addition to, say, like a standard living room setup where you don't want to go with a sound bar, you want something a little bit better, we can pair together with a passive sound bar or a pair of architectural speakers and an in-wall subwoofer, everything right to the Wiim, and then do eARC out of our TV for like your Netflix, Hulu, all of your apps and streaming in high quality eARC back into the unit, so you can select that. You can also connect old school devices. There's an optical and RCA line in. So one other popular thing that we do with homeowners that maybe have like a turntable or CD player, any source that they enjoy to listen to music on, we'll take as a line into a product like the Wiim amp. And then you can take that turntable that's living in the formal and you can pair it together, like I did in another video, with your patio speakers. So you can enjoy that vinyl experience throughout the entire home on a more up-to-date UI. Being able to pull the rooms together, like as an example, at my home, personally, I do a lot of living room, dining room, kitchen combos where that group kind of stays together because it's open concept, but I have the ability to control the volume to each of those zones independent so that I can really spread the audio out evenly to where everybody can still carry on conversation but hear the audio. There's nothing worse than when you're entertaining and you either can't hear the music at all because your noise floor is too loud with all the people talking in the space, or your speakers are blasting and you and your guest are yelling at each other. Distributed audio, whole house audio, this fits right in perfect. So in my home, I'll do like the formal, the dining, the kitchen all together, and then I have my outdoor audio on separate zones. So a lot of the time I'll pair that together with the outdoor audio, and then I'll do like the theater room, and I'll have the theater room, game room, hallway, as well as my son's room, that whole floor kind of grouped together. And then like whenever we're entertaining and we're watching sports like football or basketball game, I'll just throw on all TVs the same source and pair that single source throughout the entire home. And I even have like little speakers in the bathroom. Like you could hook up to this a dual voice coil speaker, in-ceiling speaker, which is really popular for smaller spaces. It's essentially 2 speakers in one, to where we can then have paired together with the rest of the house your powder bathroom. So if your guests get up and need to use the restroom, they don't miss a beat. Complete flexibility, zone control. It's really a lifestyle purchase, and something that I've said in other videos is one of my must-have items. Wi-Fi is my number one. You gotta have strong Wi-Fi in your home, and then whole house audio and lighting control are my 3 tops. And then of course, cinemas and home theater builds are the next level. But for day-to-day lifestyle, whole house audio is huge. Being able to say, "Hey Alexa, play me music in this particular room." As you can hear, Alexa's asking, what room do you want to play music in? So the voice control, the automation aspect of it, I saw in the app they even had an alarm. That's something that I use at my home with Sonos system. So like in the morning, 6:30, instead of like an annoying alarm going off, I have my favorite music come on, and it starts in the primary bedroom and bathroom, and then it transitions at 6:45 to start pairing together with my dining and kitchen and formal, while I'll go and stretch and have my green juice and get ready for the day. So it really can enhance your quality of life, guys. Next, I'd like to bring on Giles McCoy, who we are collaborating with today, to give a little insight into his initial thoughts on the product. Over to you, Giles.
First off, I really like the way that this is now integrated into a larger ecosystem, including things like televisions, right? So before, as I'd mentioned, this was mostly a 2-channel kind of endeavor. You could just listen to music. Now though, you can really pull in that audio easily from a television so that you can, as you're watching TV, leverage this tool to power speakers in a way that you couldn't do before, at least as simply as you can now. So I listened to this via the Sonar speakers with Roon as the source for this 2-channel Wiim amp, and sounds outstanding. I mean, this is really, really awesome. And then using that sub out allows you to add a subwoofer if you want, and then get that foundational sound, which really fleshes this thing out. It really works in a way that the older units can't. But at the price point, this becomes extremely compelling when you start thinking about multi-channel inside of your home and leveraging this in a system. Now, if you're like me, I've kind of stepped through all the different iterations of Wiim as they've come out, right? You had the Wiim Pro, the Wiim Pro Plus, now the Wiim Amp. And I happen to have all of those. Over time, these get put in different rooms, and being able to use these in a whole home audio environment is really nice, particularly when all you do is click on the app and then press go, and it works, right? It's super dead simple. Anybody can do it. And if you have any problems, let me know. Let Zach know. We got you covered. All right. That's all I've got. Negatives, I can't think of anything right now. I mean, just it's really super strong. This is a really good device. I'm really impressed, and I absolutely will be using this on the daily here in my home theater.
All right, Dream Media family, that is a wrap out here with my friend Giles McCoy. I hope you enjoyed having him on the channel today and found a little insight. He does a ton of killer videos, so head over to his channel and give him some love, guys. All right, well, if you would like to purchase this product or anything electronic related for your home, Dream Media is nationwide with preferred installers in 28 different states, and we would love the opportunity to earn your business. We do full system designs, guys, so we really take the headache out of it, and a lot of the things that we've learned over the decades, you're going to really reap the benefits from. Really just take the headache out of it so that you sit back, we create a system design, we keep it in budget, we tailor it to your exact room, and then when your home's done, your remodel's finished, you're finished building, you sit back and just enjoy. All right, guys, well, that's all I got for you. If you like this video, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button down below for more. Till next time, this is Zach with Dream Media Home Theater. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one, guys.